Hey y'all, it's Ned.
And this is Michelle.
We are myphilippinedreams.com and we're continuing our nail-biting series on the mythic allure of Westerners to Filipinos. What we're doing is we're examining some of the justifications and rationalizations that us Westerners use to explain the reason why they have young, beautiful Filipinas by their side. Yesterday we talked about the money, which is true. Again, there's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of desperation in the Philippines. And they see foreigners as a way to get out of that cycle, to get out of poverty. There's a couple sayings in Bisaya, Tagalog, another family lifted out of poverty, right?
If you want to get out of poverty, try to find 4 M's.
4 M's, yes. We talked about the 4. Michelle talked about the 4 M's.
Matandang, mayamang, madaling mamatay.
Sige. And so we talked about that. We talked about our white skin, our fish belly white skin. We talked about us being more faithful and loyal and trustworthy, which was a misconception. The first two were actually kind of true. So today we're going to continue we're going to continue in that vein with the dogs barking in the background. And another justification that we use as Westerners sometimes is that Filipinos are with us, young, beautiful Filipinos are with us, because they want to benefit from our wisdom and our life experience. They say that a lot of these girls are naive, they're young, and they need guidance and training. And Filipinos desire that because they see us as wise and all-knowing, and they want to benefit from that. Michelle?
I don't think so. I don't know about the training thing. You can never train me.
Untrainable.
I'm never trainable. I mean, I can't really got it. The training thing, I can't really get over that. A lot of Filipinos that I know are stubborn, so I don't think this training thing is gonna work out fine. And also, I know a lot of Filipinos that think that Westerners think that they're arrogant,
superior.
Yeah, and they think you're superior, and that's
right.
Arrogant.
And that is arrogant, yes. So I think this one is pretty much a misconception. I'm going to have to go with the misconception and people using that as an unrealistic and irrational rationalization of why these young Filipinos with them.
But we love to learn about your way. I mean, how you do it in the West. Something like that.
We just had a fight about that this weekend.
But to insist that on us is... I've heard a lot of Filipinos complain that they're always this and that. They think that they're right all the time. I've heard it from a lot of my female friends that are with expats.
Okay. Yeah, and that's another video we should do at some point. The mythic factoid that Filipinos are submissive. We'll do that sometime. Okay, so we'll say that one's kind of a misconception then. They really don't want to benefit from our wisdom and be trained.
It's not like benefit. I mean, a lot of guys really want to train the girl. And I know some girls, I mean, maybe are trainable. But I don't know, maybe I just have a lot of...
Alright, so we'll leave that one behind. And we'll move on to the next one. All right, so the wisdom and guidance thing, yeah, not so much. Another justification or rationalization that I hear Westerners use for why these young, beautiful Filipinos are with us is that we are taller and we are bigger and are heavy. A number, and I'm going to say a lot, don't get overly sensitive, but there's a number of tumbo foreigners, overweight, foreigners here, and that's a sign of posterity, right? In the Philippines, they say that. They say, we're big, so we obviously have enough food to feed ourselves to excess, and we show that. And I've seen, guys lifting up their shirts, Filipinos, the heavy ones, as a sign of posterity. So that there is some fact to that. And so what do you think of that? Do you think Filipinos might be attracted to Westerners because we're taller and bigger?
I know of a girl that wants a guy that's tall.
Okay.
Monica.
And a number...
A long nose.
A long nose.
It's actually being taller and long nose. We want, I mean, we Filipinos are short, so we want someone tall
Okay.
with long
Again,
nose.
this goes back to breeding stock. You guys want us
Yeah.
for breeding stock. Okay, cool. All right, so maybe there is something to that one. Maybe not the fatter one. Maybe they just don't want them to look attractive to other Filipinas because of all the jealousy here. Okay, so I'll leave that one behind. That one is kind of true. They want taller, and basically most foreigners are taller than Filipinas. Okay. The next one we're going to look at is long, slender noses. They want longer noses for their children because they see it as attractive. True? False?
Yes.
Okay. So that one's a yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Because they're so... I don't understand it. Anyway. There's so many things I don't understand. Maybe in another year and a half I'll figure it out. All right. So moving on. Another justification, rationalization that Westerners use is that Filipinos want security for themselves and their family.
That goes back to money.
Money, okay. And you get this steady influx of foreigners that are on Social Security or have pensions, so that is steady, secure income, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that one is kind of true?
Yes,
Okay.
that's true.
That one is true. All right, so again, we've gone through a number of justifications and rationalizations that us Westerners use for why Filipinos see us as rock stars. You hear that term a lot, right? Mm-hmm. I love being a rock star. I'm being stared at all the time. And so you have to take everything with a grain of salt. So when you get, and you know, even though I see guys in the comment section leaving things, oh, they're only with us for the money, they're only with us for the money. Every relationship is different, and you can't brush everybody with the same brush. You got to look at the individual circumstances that are making up these relationships. But a lot of this stuff does figure into it, particularly the money, the white skin, the long noses, the security for themselves and for their family, because a lot of times that factors in. Because again, there's that saying, I forgot what it was, Tagalog or Bisaya, another family lifted from poverty. And a lot of that factors into this whole thing. And finally, there's a lot of social strain. There's a sociological term called anomie, which is also called social strain theory. And what that basically is people are presented with ideals. They're presented with what things that they should have, clothing that they should be wearing, cars that they should be driving, families and houses that they should be living in. And a lot of that is through the media. On television, you know, you got these serial novellas where these people have these beautiful houses. They have the newest gadgets, the iPhone 6, the Samsung S6 Edge, not just the S6, but the S6 Edge. And a lot of times they can't realize that stuff, nice clothes and all that. And again, the money factor, going with a foreigner, dating a foreigner, marrying a foreigner, so that you can have all that stuff, I think it also is a part of this, and it's something that we have to keep in mind. And that's something that not just applies to the Philippines, but applies everywhere around the world, that social strain theory, that people are always looking to move up so that they can get this stuff. All right, so I hope this was somewhat helpful. I hope it was somewhat entertaining. If you have any comments, suggestions, responses, leave it in the comments section. If you want to check out our website, it's over at myphilippinedreams.com. I almost forgot the name. And I just uploaded a new theme, and it looks a little cleaner and everything. So check it out. So until next time, this is Ned.
And this is Michelle.
We are My Philippine Dreams. Take care.